Hello, welcome to Pike Creek Farm. My name is Renee, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining me. I live in the thumb of Michigan and like to do videos on canning and baking and vintage recipes. And today we're here for canning. I was gifted some blueberries from a neighbor. He went blueberry picking at a local blueberry farm and he gifted me some, and we had blueberry pancakes this morning that were wonderful. I have some extra blueberries in the fridge, but I have 4 cups measured out because I'm going to make blueberry lemon jam. It's from this book. It's right there. There's even a recipe how to use it, a crepe cake. That sounds really good. And they call this recipe lickety split. So it's going to be fast and furious, and we're going to get 4 half-pint jars of blueberry jam. And I don't need a ton of jam, but I like to have some variety, and this is just a little extra special version of jam. So 4 is perfect for me. I'm not doing 20 jars or anything. So it has really simple ingredients. 4 cups of blueberries washed and cleaned right here. And then 3.5 cups of sugar, which I pre-measured out. A teaspoon of lemon zest. I've already zested my lemon, and a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. So I have all that, and then it uses liquid pectin. I have my steam canner back there heating up with the jars in it, so they will be nice and hot. I've already had washed them, so now they're just in there to get hot, and it helps sterilize them, but you really don't have to sterilize because this is going to be processed longer than 5 minutes. 10 minutes this gets processed, and you can do it in a water bath canner or a steam canner. I really like my steam canner for small batches, and if I can use it, I always do. So first step, and I'm going to bring you over, is to get the blueberries into a pot and slightly mash them so that the skins burst some, is what the directions say. So we'll dump the 4 cups in. And it says to use the back of a spoon. I'm going to try, this is kind of, yeah, this will work. I'm going to use this ladle just because it has a bigger surface. You know, if you go to the store and buy some of the specialty jams, they're really expensive. And, you know, you can make really awesome jams with great flavor at home. And I think it's really cool when you can do small batches. And jams aren't just for toast and biscuits and English muffins. They're for lots of recipes and desserts and glazes. See a little piece of a stem. Okay. I'm going to turn the heat on. And it says to add the sugar and the next 2 ingredients, which are the lemon zest and the lemon juice. Just trying to see if I should have more crushed. They're not supposed to be pureed or anything. We just want some of the skin split. So here is 3.5 cups of sugar. 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And then it says a teaspoon of zest. Okay, I got my teaspoon out. We'll put that all in. And we want to bring this mixture to a rolling boil that cannot be stirred down. So it's going to take a few minutes to come up to temperature. And these blueberries were so good in the pancakes. And you might hear my husband in the background. He is doing target practice with his rifle. And then we also have the air conditioners going because it's hot here today. So I apologize for the extra noise. Okay, so this is mixed. We just need it to heat up and the sugar will melt. I'm gonna mash up some of the blueberries. So we have the blueberries and the sugar in here with the lemon juice and lemon zest. I'm just waiting it to come up to a full boil. Once it comes to that, we'll add the packet of the liquid pectin, and we want it to come to a hard boil for 1 minute, stirring constantly, and then we remove from the heat and jar it up. This is the hardest part, waiting. The sugar seems to be melted, so now we're just got to wait for it to come to that full rolling boil. Okay. It is definitely boiling. It is boiling and not stopping when I stir. So it is time to add the liquid pectin. I forgot my kitchen shears were in the dishwasher. Okay, the pectin is added, and now we want it to boil hard for 1 minute. I'm making sure I got it all. Okay, I'm going to set my timer for 1 minute. See, there is foam on top. One teaspoon of butter. It's supposed to make the foam go away. It is feeling thicker. Okay. Turn the burner off. I'm going to move this over now. And there's my jars. I am going to use a jar lifter to get one of my warm jars from the steam canner. And then I will fill the jars. The headspace for this jam, like most jams and jellies, is 1/4 inch. We will fill the jars up to 1/4 inch headspace, which is so close to the edge of the jar. So it's always a challenge for me to get to the correct amount. But you can always add more, or you can take a spoon and take some out. And that's what I have to do here because I have it right at the edge of the jar. So I'm going to take out a little so that it goes down to the 1/4 inch mark. And if you look, the jam is sheeting on the spoon, sticking to it. So that's awesome. So now we're going to clean the top of that rim, make sure there's no pieces of blueberry on there. We really want it to be nice and clean, and I make sure that there's no cracks or chips on the edge of the jar either. Then we're going to put our flat on and then our ring and do it finger tight. And this jar is hot, so I grabbed a towel to pick it up with and put it onto the steam canner. So I'm going to keep filling jars. I have 4 half pints, and Then I also have a 1/4 pint just in case there's extra. And this time I did give it a little stir. It's so liquid, I don't think there's going to be an air pocket because this doesn't have big chunks, but it's a good idea just to make sure. Wipe the rim, then put the flat on, and put the ring on finger tight, and we'll keep doing this process. I did need to use a 1/4 pint. There was not enough for a full 1/2 pint, so I grabbed that little 1/4 and I will fill that. It makes a nice jar for gift giving. I always like having some 1/4 pints on hand. So 4 1/2 pints and 1/4 pint. This much on the bottom that I'll put in a bowl. So I'm going to put the lid on and let it come up to temperature until the steam is coming out the back and the temperature gauge is where it's supposed to be. And then I set the timer for 10 minutes. At 10 minutes, I turn off the stove. You have to wait at least 5 minutes. That's part of the process. Just like when you water bath, you know, you're not supposed to remove that lid right away. So it's the same process, the same timing, just less water and a little easier for me to carry and everything. Here is the jam. Everything's sealed and I'm really happy with it. And now I have to wait 3 weeks to open up one. But there was a little bit left. Almost gone. It's set up really nice and wonderful blueberry flavor. I can taste the lemon, but I think that will come out more after 3 weeks. But I've never made blueberry jam before, and oh my gosh, it is so good. I'm gonna wash these, take the rings off, and label. And they'll go down the pantry shelf, and if I can get some more blueberries, I'm making another batch. Thank you for joining me today. We'll see you next time at Pike Creek Farm.